Today, I am training like a professional barber, and at the end of this challenge, I am going to be giving a real life haircut to my fiance, Garrett. Challenge accepted. And before we continue on, I want to say a huge thank you to Bose for sponsoring today's episode. Guys, I am such a big fan of Bose, so I was so ecstatic when they reached out to me to test out their brand new Bose Sport open earbuds. And let me tell you, I am obsessed and have loved using these for my outdoor run workouts. They are the first of their kind sport headphones that don't go in your ears. They rest comfortably and securely on your ears without covering them, so you can hear your music and environment all around you at the same time. I love this because when I go on outdoor runs, I'm able to be more aware of my surroundings. The sound quality is incredible. They're super comfortable, secure, and they are sweat and weather resistant, perfect for working out. With an advanced microphone system that focuses on your voice and reduces the sound around you, and with nothing in or covering your ears, it feels as natural as talking to the person next to you. And if you want to try out a pair for yourself, be sure to visit bose.life/michellekhare to learn more about the Bose Sport open earbuds.
My name is Lovell. I am owner and operator of the Barbershop Club. I've actually been cutting hair for 25 years, top athletes, actors. So Michelle has definitely come to the right place.
If you can accomplish this, I'll be super impressed, okay? I'll be pretty impressed. This is not easy, you know? You have to go to school for this. It's over a year program. First 3 months on a mannequin.
Michelle will be taking the Woody short hair crash course. It starts with the consultation. It starts with a simple conversation. If that doesn't kick off and start right, this thing can go downhill.
That really sets the tone.
It sets the tone. If he can pick up on the confidence, that's 50% of it right there.
Lifestyle. Are you the type of person that works out a lot? Are you in the gym? Career, you know, what do you do for a living? Are you a banker? That's definitely a different haircut than somebody who plays the guitar. And then the third product, you know, are you a product guy?
You're feeling nervous, that's okay. I'm not. I'm not.
You seem real confident.
We exercise 5 times a week.
Yes.
So I'm thinking you wash your hair
Every day.
Every day.
Every morning.
Tell me about your work life lately
Well,
while you're here.
as you know, I work on a YouTube channel with you.
And what's your stress level like lately?
Right now, through the roof. I'm very nervous about this whole experience. She's never cut hair before. Will, like, this entire part of my hair just be missing? Who knows?
Products.
Yes, I use pomade currently.
Recommended by Woody, right?
It was, yeah.
Okay, great. That's good to know. Anything else I need to know about you?
Before you cut my hair?
I'm really just trying to delay you.
I know, I can tell you're stalling.
So the second of the 3 steps is the tools, right? Clippers, a comb, scissors. So we're gonna do most of the haircut with the clippers and guards. The only place you're gonna use the scissors is on the top of the hair. That's a little tricky, right? That's where you can cut yourself. And
Cut myself?
yeah, you can cut yourself. We cut our fingers all the time. So you wanna be really careful
I
there.
thought I was only potentially cutting Garrett.
No, you can cut yourself, all right? This can get bloody. I have cut a person's ear once, and it is not a pretty sight. Once the bleeding starts, it's just like a mad mess, right? You have to have hands of a surgeon. We make it look extremely easy, but when you think about it, we're really dealing with very dangerous equipment.
I thought this was a good idea, and now I'm realizing it is a high-risk idea. I'm not even worried about looking good at this point. I just don't want to get hurt.
The third of the 3 steps will be the process itself in the art of cutting.
Is that Garrett?
This is Garrett.
Oh.
Okay, let's give Garrett an ear.
For now.
You're gonna start at the lower part of the neck and you're gonna work yourself up to the top of the head and finish everything off. Here is your first section, right? Right below the ear. Work your way up with the guards, right above the ear. It's the second, going up. When you get to about right there, you're gonna spray it down. You're gonna pull it up, get your line, and you're gonna work that all the way back, leaving that a little bit longer in the front, all right? The clipper, you see this angle right here? This has to always sit at an angle. If you poke him like that, that's not what you're supposed to do, okay?
What happens if I poke him?
Like, it's gonna hurt, these hurt,
Oh.
right?
I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm so sorry. This is so... I'm confident. And you push all the way into the head.
And come up out, right? Exactly. The hardest thing for Michelle today is just learning how to hold and operate the clipper itself. Wherever she lays it down, she'll be cutting hair off. You can take off hair, but you can't put it back. Well, yeah.
What am I missing? What's going on?
Nothing.
Should I be concerned?
Let me grab it, and then give me your hand, palm up. There you go. Like that.
Oh, I was holding it.
Okay, that will give you, okay? There you go. Easier to go in and come out. There you go. Where you see it looks a little heavy, that's where you go and you take some out. It's okay to take a nice long stroke out too.
Just like get in there?
Well, no, not so much get in, but when you come out, don't just stop. Go up, finish. There you go, keep going, keep going. Nice.
I think I'm most nervous about giving a haircut that Garrett hates or that is unfixable.
Feel free to use the other hand with the comb to hold his head, like handle him, right? Handle his head, right?
Okay.
Okay, his head moves, he doesn't have to be still. We'll be able to gauge Michelle's success today if she can give Garrett a haircut where it doesn't look like he got a home haircut.
Okay, that actually already looks better.
That looks really, really good. All right. Barbershops have a history of community. Back in the day, it was a place where all of the major decisions went down in town. I grew up in an old school barbershop. You know what I'm saying? I was sharpening my grandfather's razor, standing on a milk crate, running errands for the other barbers. I remember cutting Garrett's hair for the first time. It was the first time he had ever really been in a barbershop and sat in a real barber's chair. That generation moved out of the cities into the suburbs, and that's where they started to lose the barbershop. And so when those younger guys come into an old school barbershop like this, it's like they've stepped into another world. Remember, you still got to do the sideburns, right? So you want to hit that with that. Make sure you don't get his ear in there. There you go.
I love you so much.
When you feel like you're ready, just really blend it all in together, okay? You can even use that comb to kind of keep the hair in the guard too. See my finger? Watch this.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's kind of like a lawnmower, you know?
It's fine.
He has one of the most difficult necks out there. He's got crazy cowlicks.
Is this feeling like a spa experience?
Yeah, I mean, anything that touches my head just makes me want to fall asleep.
Right, doesn't it?
So, this is great.
The sound of the clippers remind you a lot when you're putting down your child and you put the sound of waves in the background to put them asleep. It's very calming. Here at the shop, we'll turn on the music and just let the client just relax to the sound of the clippers, and it puts them to sleep. When I think about unforgettable moments cutting hair, they weren't necessarily in the chair. I'll never forget, I got a phone call from a concierge service. They say, hey, we have a young prince from Saudi Arabia checking into the Beverly Hills Hotel. He wants to experience an old-fashioned haircut and shave from the best barber in LA. They call me, he said, the private car, they pick me up. I show up and it's just like a scene out of a movie. I go through security, they pat me down, I'm cutting the guy's hair, and the whole time he's smoking a cigarette, the hotel room filled with smoke. I get through the haircut and I start shaving him. The cigarette is still in his mouth, and I just yell out, hey, you gotta take this cigarette out of your mouth. The whole room went silent. He took the cigarette out of his mouth, he threw it, jumped up, he just starts yelling. His assistant was looking at me like, we might have to throw you over the balcony for this. He sits down, I finish the shave, they open up a suitcase full of money. They pay me $5,000 for the haircut and another $5,000 tip. I said, man, you know, what's wrong? He says, the prince was very upset about the suite. It was way too small, but he loved his haircut and shave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy.
And I got a ton of stories like that. Wow, she was paying attention in class.
I'm sorry, I'm so close to your face. I'm like, hello. I need to see. Do you get this close to your clients to see?
I'm not quite that close.
I need to see that.
That hurts the most when you go straight on him like that. That's like when you like that. Yeah, he'll be all right. It's not bleeding.
What's going on?
Nothing.
What?
I'm just preparing a spot to give you a kiss.
Michelle doesn't like to mention this. Sometimes she's kind of clumsy.
Stop.
Michelle will knock things over sometimes. A little spill here, a little spill there, a little oopsie daisy there. I'm worried about a little oopsie daisy on my head.
This is the part where I'm using the really sharp scissors.
Okay,
I just wanted you to know.
thank you.
Just move the thumb. There you go. Boom. See how this part of the scissor doesn't move? don't just move the thumb.
This is a steady
like, boom,
hand, wow.
boom. And why that's important, because your other hand is going to be holding the hair. So if you're doing this, you'll cut yourself. You won't even know it. That's how sharp they are. You won't know it until the blood is just like gushing down your hand. Let's do it.
Are you cutting? I hear the tiniest of cuts.
Michelle, you're making me really nervous.
Because I'm literally aiming a pair of the sharpest scissors in the world.
Make sure that you're staying away. Keep at least that much away from your finger.
Okay.
Okay? Snip, snip, keep going across. Nice. Yeah, you're getting better. We all know that it's taboo and there's kind of like this stigma with men in therapy. Unlike the salon, women are opening up, they're doing lots of talking and sharing a lot of things. And the barbershop has kind of taken the front line on that and said, hey, listen, it's cool. We added therapists to our service about 5 years ago, and we've just watched it grow. With the Me Too movement and just men struggling with what masculinity is today, especially young guys. The older guys, they're already lost. They're a lost cause, right? But the young guys really want to know, do I carry myself like my grandfather did, or do I do something different? What is safe to say? We get guys together and just talk about what it means to be a modern man in today's world, and the response has been great.
What's going through your head right now, Michelle?
This is actually very therapeutic. It's very calming because you have to focus in on one thing, and like snipping something's very satisfying.
Yeah.
I'm feeling much better than I did at the beginning. Those first few chunks were interesting. Can I do a little more off here?
No, that looks good. He's gonna be stoked when you show this to him. So let's rip this off. Fold the cape just kind of down, keeping all the hair in the cape. There you go. Grab your hair duster over there.
It's so cute.
Yep, pull down his collar, just so you get all that out of there, yeah. Okay, that's good, there you go. Go around and get any hair that's on his face.
Do you like this? What up?
I have a feeling this is not what you're supposed to be doing.
Now for your hot towel, they're really hot. Yeah, just kind of move it around. Just there you go, spin it around, cool it off a little bit. Nicely done. And then you just give him a little neck massage there.
Can you breathe?
Yeah, I'm good.
How does this feel?
Mostly good.
What do you mean?
Grab a little bit of pomade. So make sure that's really rubbed in and put it through the top mostly. Okay, now this happens really quick as that starts to dry. So after you get it in, get your comb and just comb it through. It's like really quick. However you want his hair to look, at this point, that's how you comb it.
This looks kind of cool. It's a little different.
Oh boy.
You like what you created?
I'm used to seeing you after Woody gets your hair.
Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of it is just the way you styled it. Because what you did was, you combed it how you thought it should look versus how he wears his hair, right? Because he wears his hair like this. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was trying to do.
See, the cut is there. It was the styling.
You ready to see it?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Hey! This isn't bad for your first time. I give you 9 out of 10 barbershop polls. Great job. No, seriously, good job. That was awesome. I'm like really impressed, like genuinely. Like, dang.
Yay!
I teach people to do this all over the world all the time. And for her first haircut,
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, I mean, of course she had me like standing there helping to guide her, but she is a natural.
You only bled a few drops.
So only once?
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Challenge Accepted. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you think I did a pretty good job cutting Garrett's hair. And thank you so much to Woody and the Barbershop Club for allowing us to hang out for the day. If you're in the LA area and looking for a haircut, highly, highly recommend giving them a call and checking it out. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!